big things happen for the Saints.
Jonathan Williams in the running back. Breeze throws to Michael Thomas, and there is the record breaker. Thomas continues to go up to the 45-yard line. Drew Brees, now the all-time NFL leader in completions.
Wow. And get Kamara isolated again.
Kamara's out to the right. Brees looking left. He's got room. Across the line of scrimmage. He goes into the end zone. Touchdown. Drew Brees. And line in the backfield. And Brees dives over. Touchdown. His second of the game. And the Saints have won it.
He's one of the best in the business.
Tigers Roar bringing you a little Saints Roar. How are you, Mr. Hultberg?
Good. Drew Brees deserves all the accolades. What an exciting, overtime, thrilling win. So it was a good weekend. LSU gets the win. Saints get an overtime win, and away we go.
Well, when Jonathan and I were meeting about laying the show together, Brees becomes the all-time completion leader. Yeah. Got to give him a little love at the beginning of the show. And he's about to become the all-time yardage leader if he gets, I think, 417 against the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
If not, let's say he gets 1 yard or 100 yards less than that, it's Monday night against the Redskins in the Dome on October 8th, he would have a chance to do it.
6 degrees of separation. He passes Brett Favre. Brett Favre is a link to LSU forever and a day because that brought Curly Holman to LSU, and then the rest is history.
And again, Saints fans, enjoy Drew Brees.
Oh, please.
You're looking at one of the greatest of all time. The LSU Tigers look very good early, very good late. Slept walk a little bit in the middle against a good Louisiana Tech team.
Yep.
But the bottom line, Jordy, they're now 4-0. Not many people, me included, dreamed they would be 4-0. But I said on Eric Asher's radio show, you got to give Ed Orgeron the credit because if they were 0-4 or 1-3, he'd be getting blasted. No question. You give Ed
play who you play, and they deserve to be 5th ranked in the country because they beat 2 top 10 ranked teams. I don't know if they are the 5th best team in the country, but their schedule will certainly play it out where if they take care of their business, they'll be ranked higher than 5th in the country. So it's Ole Miss week. You've got the Billy Cannon unveiling of the statue that's there. It's under the tarp, and it's got a security guard there. They'll unveil that Friday at 6:30. And then fittingly, because back in that era of Billy Cannon, LSU football games started at 8 o'clock. And it'll be another extra hour of tailgating for all you Tiger fans. And hotty-toddy time.
Earliest that they have played Ole Miss since 1940 on the old schedule. Last weekend, Jordy, 7 of the top 25 teams were beaten. I mean, it's still like 21 teams undefeated, obviously including LSU, but some of those are going to fall as we go forward.
Really good offense for Ole Miss. Dave Aranda's defense, I think they have seen the light, and I think they're going to play very, very well. But all you have to do is show Old Dominion, Virginia Tech. Old Dominion. I didn't know they played football. I knew they played basketball. Kenny Gaddison, their all-time great player. Never knew they played football.
Well, and every year you have one of those games they show the rest of all the coaches go, hey, y'all saw that one? Like when App State beat Michigan a few years ago.
They lost to Liberty. Liberty. Anyway, so look, there's a lot out there for LSU. It's right there for the taking. I don't think they'll have that lull in the middle. They can against this team. And look, put it this way. For Greedy Williams and these quarterbacks, this is a statement game for them. Greedy Williams can certainly increase his draft stock with a great performance against a trio of really good receivers.
Now, as Ed Orgeron said on the Wednesday morning weekly teleconference, the offensive line is thin. Although Adrian McGee was at practice on Wednesday. When he spoke Wednesday morning, he listed Charles and McGee as questionable. He would know later in the week. They're really big on Jason Hines, this true freshman out of Marshall, Texas, who has really stepped it up. He's going to start against Ole Miss.
Austin Deculus has really performed well. Traore has had his chances, but they have to play whoever's out there. Who the backups to the backups are, I have no clue. I have no clue.
It's go to hell Ole Miss week, right? Yes, how much, when you were the hoopster, how much was the not?
We were.
And they had Sean Toohey, but
they had John Stroud. They had Bob Wetler was coach. They had very good teams.
They just It wasn't.
But that wasn't
the football thing. It was when y'all played
Kentucky. It was
Joe
all
B.
about-
Hall in Kentucky.
It's like LSU, Alabama. They're the bearer, the standard
Right.
maker, and Kentucky has always been that in basketball.
Hey, on tonight's program, we'll have Mike Scarborough of TigerBait.com. We'll also hear from Ole Miss coach Matt Luke, who has done a fine job since taking over a mess over there. We got some player interviews, some Ed Orgeron, a bunch of stuff coming at you tonight. Got to let you know, we're taping this on Wednesday. Thursday,
Guess what opens up?
Thursday, September 27th. We've been talking about it for many weeks. Scoreboards, Sports Grill and Catering, going to
Can't
get
wait.
the soft opening going 5 p.m. Thursday the 27th. Come on, check it out. The sound stage, the video wall, food, family, fun, music, drinks, a lot of memorabilia in there. I mean, it's just the place is looking fabulous.
Tailgate food, right?
Yeah, every day's a tailgate.
Po' boys, salads, pizzas, appetizers, nachos, fries.
They got deserts.
gonna
No, they
be
got
fun.
desserts.
It's going to be fun. Fun stuff at
No.
Scoreboards.
And look, follow on Facebook, Twitter. Lots of announcements there. Friday night, boiled snow crab.
Ooh.
Boiled in the crab bowl.
King crabs and snow
No,
crabs.
snow crabs.
Snow crabs.
Snow crabs Friday night.
Beautiful.
Again, get on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check it out. Follow it on the Pelican page, the whole bit. Just come on by and check it out. The grand opening will be next week, October 4, 5, and 6, LSU, Florida on TV that Saturday afternoon. All the other good stuff happening. That'll be the grand opening, but they're kind of, getting it going. Want you to come check it out, get something to drink, get something to eat, check it out, and then spread the word about this very, very unique place.
I've been there. I can't see any walls because there's so many televisions.
There's lots of TVs.
Every angle that you could ever imagine, there is a television for your viewing pleasure. So it'll be fun.
If you're sitting at scoreboards and you can't see a TV, that means you don't want to see a TV.
You need
you don't. It means you don't want to. And maybe you're trying to score at scoreboards and you don't care about the TV, right?
Okay.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
you never know.
Whatever you say, TJ.
Tailgating every day. Again, check them out, Facebook, Twitter, the whole bit. All right, we're going to get to a break, come back. We'll take a quick look back at the win over Louisiana Tech, then move you forward tonight on Tigers Roar. Stay with us.
Funny.
Look, your dad gave me his baby to go pick up your brother from the airport.
Oh, honey, just take Mom's car. She just had navigation installed.
I totally got this. We were just there.
Hey, isn't that?
Yep. I'll program the airport in, just in case.
You don't need a new car to have new technology. Mike's Audio, conveniently located on Airline Highway near the corner of Bluebonnet.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Hi, I'm Jordy Helper for Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market at 12451 Old Jefferson Highway. Chairman's Reserve steaks, their pork, their chicken, their seafood, top of the line. Primo barbecue pits, Icy Tech coolers. They can go anywhere and cater anything for you. Go to 751-7665 to call Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market, where good meat ain't cheap and cheap meat ain't good. Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market.
Are you ready for this year's formal events? Weddings, homecoming, Mardi Gras, prom, pageants. Debbie's Bridal is having an inventory blowout sale. Don't be left out. Prices range from 20% off to 80% off. Happening now. Debbie's Bridal, Burnside in Gonzales.
desire in your eyes, but you can't keep it in your heart. 'Cause misery loves company. 'Cause misery loves company. Cold and hungry like a dog in the street. I get a raw deal every one.
Cypress Lake Apartments are conveniently located off Segan Lane in Baton Rouge, a CLK multifamily management property. Come see this community, which has many amenities including swimming pools, fitness room, playground, and much more. 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. Stop by Cypress Lake Apartments, call 225-293-6789, or go online, live at cypresslakeapts.com.
We continue with Tigers Roar, Jordy Holberg, Tommy Price, and don't forget mid-morning Thursday, youtube.com/Pelican Broadcast, and you can catch this program, lots of other things that we do. Saturday, it's the Jaguar Game Day Experience presented by ExxonMobil. We'll be out at A.W. Mumford Stadium early Saturday morning about 9 a.m. right by the Tony Clayton Championship Plaza. Come join us and get you ready for some Jaguar football on the Bluff. All right, we're going to recap last week, the win over Louisiana Tech. Then we're going to come back, get you forward, and get rolling on Ole Miss. Here is Coach Ed Orgeron and his comments after the 38-21 win over Tech.
Came here to do tonight, obviously, give Louisiana Tech some credit. I thought they had an excellent plan, especially on offense. Their line protected very well. The receivers made some plays. I thought their quarterback played fantastic. We get up 24-0, whatever it was. We could have put them away, but we didn't. They kept on fighting. I think the tale of the game is our 216 yards rushing to 87. And every time that we gain that many yards rushing, we hold somebody under 100 yards, we have a chance of winning. We're only +1 in the turnover margin. We had our first turnover of the year. It was a critical turnover. There's a lot of things that we're going to have to fix on film. I think our guys came to work this week, but obviously they came to play. I think it was a letdown in the second half. Obviously, we didn't finish the game. But we're 4-0. We're fired up about that. Any questions?
Coach, it looked like the intent from the beginning was to establish the run.
Yeah.
Was that something you saw in film against Louisiana Tech, or was that just something?
I think it happened during the game. We dropped those 2 balls. We had a lot of quick passes, and we dropped those 2 balls. And the Nick started getting hot. So Steve thought he could run the ball on. But you know what? I thought D. Anderson, well, if there was an MVP tonight, he was the MVP of the game. Thank God that we had him.
Coach Garrett Brumfield, any idea how his injury is?
I don't know yet. I thought Chase Line came in and did a fine job. Obviously, that's the second time that Garrett goes down. I don't know yet.
You referenced D, just having that mismatch against their corner, something you guys could take advantage of. How important is that? And was that something that you kind of wanted to get back to late in the game when you needed to get the point?
Very important. Very important. We thought that, with his height, that we can make some plays. And Steve did a good job of dialing them up. But they had the same plan against some of our corners, too. And it worked for them. So we have some work to do there.
What do you think Louisiana Tech was doing to be able to come back into the game?
Well, they were protecting and they were getting some passes off. They were throwing the slant, they were throwing the deep ball. They had a great game plan. It just we couldn't stop them. No.
Keeping you guys off balance?
It kept us off balance. Again, we pressured. Was in man coverage. We got beat. It was in cover 2 one time. The corner didn't clout. They ran a slant. The next play we get beat deep again. So there's a lot of things that happened. We got to go back to the drawing board because we're going to play a lot better team than these, obviously.
Your ability to run the ball with both backs it seemed like out of any formation.
Yeah.
What does that say about your running game?
Yeah. Well, I like the play of our offensive line. I like the schemes that we're doing. Again, we have 2 backs that are pretty good backs. I thought Chason Hines stepping in, Badora stepping in. We got 2 new players there. Damon Lewis is a new player, so we got some guys that, 76, Austin Declan's a new player. I thought those guys played pretty good tonight.
What did you think of Troy Orr stepping in today
No, he did well. I thought he did well. There was a holding penalty he had on a long run from 22 down the sideline that was disappointed in, but other than that, I thought he played pretty good.
Yeah, what did you make of their big receiver? It seemed like he gave you guys some trouble.
Yeah, he did. We knew it. I said it all the week. They got some guys that go to the NFL. These guys are going to be in the NFL. They gave us trouble. There were some times where they beat us. They beat us one-on-one. And we got to get better pressure. We got to get better technique there.
Did you maybe expect a struggle like this, knowing how much emotion that you spent last week?
You know, I was worried about it all week. But then, we get up 24-0. Thought we were playing a good, clean game. We came ready to play, but those guys kept on fighting. We didn't come out the second half ready to go. I mean, our guys, we just didn't play good enough. They made some plays. They made some big throws. We kept on fighting, and we won the game, but it wasn't good enough.
How upsetting was it, just the inability of the defense to get off on third down? It's like,
We're not happy. Obviously, we're not happy, and we got to look at it. We got to look at the pressure. We got to look at our rush, see who's rushing, see if we're rushing the right way, see our coverage is what we need to run.
Talk about the breakout game, Clyde.
Say again?
Talk about the breakout game that Clyde was.
Yeah, we've been waiting for that. We saw it in camp. Now, Clyde had a couple injuries in camp, and obviously Nick took the bull by the horns the first 3 games. But we thought that Clyde was right there with Nick, step by step, and I was glad to see him run the ball like he did tonight.
Now you have a two-headed monster.
That'll be good. That's what it takes in the SEC.
Were you planning on keeping Delphin and Battle out in the second half before they made it close to that?
No, not at all. Delphin got hurt. No, we never thought that we had the game. I think that with an explosive offense like that, we never thought that we just had the game won. We kept on playing. It took everything we got with our first team.
Statistically, this game was a bit of a wash. Where do you think the 17-point difference came from?
Say that again?
Statistically, this game was a bit of a wash,
Yeah.
even on each side of the column.
Yeah.
Where do you think the 17 points came from?
I just think that we out physical over the line of scrimmage on offense, so us to be able to run the football. I think that was the difference in the game, and the plays to D. Anderson. I thought D. Anderson was fantastic tonight. I thought that Joe played well, but the ability to run the football and the big plays, and then, that 4th down stop was a big deal. That sneak that they ran was a big stop.
Did you ask for a review on when it looked like his knee was down before he got? Did you say something to the officials?
Yeah.
Immediately?
Yeah. They review everything. They review, and they tell me they're reviewing it also.
on that bootleg that Joe ran in the 4th quarter, was that his call when you got flipped into the air, or was that the play call?
Towards the goal line?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a read. That was a zone read. Yeah. You got a little nerves there, didn't you? I did too.
Slide, they get flipped over like that?
What's that?
You don't like them to slide, they get flipped
I think the idea of the slide is when you had a first down and you're in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You made a first down, the safety's coming at you, but you're in the sideways and there's the goal line right there. You'll try to you'll try to score.
You talk about D. Anderson, just the trust with the receivers and the rapport that they're building, being able to go to them. Could you elaborate on that?
Say it again now.
Just the trust in the receivers that you guys have
Yeah.
developed in the last couple of games.
Yeah, we want to throw the football. We want to be a spread team. We want to use 4 receivers, 5 receivers. But I was disappointed at the beginning of the game. Some guys dropped the football. We need to catch the ball better. We need to make the plays. Well, we need to make the plays, but we got some guys stepping up, and D stepped up tonight.
Coach D. Anderson, sometimes in practice, seems like maybe he's struggling to get it out of him and stuff. I mean, is it just maturity with him?
Yeah, I think D's come a long way. I think that he's a fantastic athlete. I think that he's really worked hard on his maturity. I'm proud of him. He's got a ways to go, but I think that he's doing all the things that we ask him, or he wouldn't be on this team.
What was your message to the team after they cut the lead down to 3? What was your message to them right after that?
We got to keep playing. Yeah, we got to keep playing. It was. I didn't like the score right before halftime. I thought that we're getting pushed back. We weren't playing football. Dave talks all the time about finishing. He was very upset with our effort there, so I pulled the defense to talk to him. Well, this is the first time this year we had to talk to the defense. That was not a good defensive performance tonight.
Coach, how much better? I mean, I think it goes without saying that you're going to have to play to win games in baseball.
100 times better. Yeah, we got to get better. I've been saying that the whole time. Hey, listen, we went down to Auburn, we fought, things went our way, but we can't play like that and expect to win the SEC. We got to get better. We got to start this week, and Ole Miss is coming to town. We got to be ready.
You've had really quick starts in several games, and Miami and Auburn and the Dab.
Yeah.
What does that do for the team?
Yeah, when we have a quick start.
Quick starts.
Yeah, I think we have to be mature and finish. You know, we have to have the guys that look, man. We got to have a killer instinct. Got to smell blood in the water and go get it. And we're not doing it right now.
Can you talk a little bit about Nick Brosett's
Yeah.
performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought he did well. He's physical. Nick does a great job of running on track and finding the hole, and looks like he's always going forward. I love Nick. I'm a Nick Brosett fan.
After the fast starts and you guys are up big, do you think the players are just losing focus a
I
little
think so. I think it has something to do with it. I really do. You up 24-0, you know, guys maybe want to take a break, or maybe the second team's going to go in, and then we put our hands down. We say we always got to fight with our hands up. You put your hands down, you're going to get hit in the face. That's what happened.
Speaking of Giles, who's a boundary receiver at Texas Tech? What is it going to take for him to talk to this? Because he had 7 of those drops.
Yeah, it's not what we want, I'll tell you that. And I'll tell you, I coached the scout team last year. I thought he was fantastic. I gave him number 7. He's a great young man, but he hadn't produced yet. He's going to have to pick it up.
More for Coach?
Tell me about the relationship between Nick and Clyde.
What's that?
Tell me about the relationship between Nick and Clyde.
With Nick and Clyde? Oh, they're like brothers. I mean, it's fantastic to see them do that little thing, and you know, Catholic and U High, they're always talking. I think it's fantastic. They're just like brothers. They two are the best young men on the team. Great character young men. It's good to see them have fun. They pull for each other. That's the way the team ought to be. All right, guys, thanks.
Now it's time to turn forward.
Move on. Ole Miss.
SEC West action.
Opener.
Ole Miss's
opener.
only loss. They got clocked by Alabama pretty bad in Oxford.
Yeah, that's
scored 7. Alabama answered with 62.
62. Yes.
Yeah, but it's still LSU Ole Miss. I think the Cannon thing Friday night is going to be a wonderful way to get the weekend going, and then hopefully they can transform those positive vibes to the field.
I can still see 2003 in Oxford, Chad Lavallee pushing that center back, tripping Eli Manning. LSU wins. LSU goes on to the national championship. And I still remember it taking about 3 hours to get out of Oxford, 2-lane highway. It was awful.
Oxford's not the easiest place to get to.
Awful. Great little city, great campus. Just awful traffic. Anyway.
Speaking of Oxford, we're going to take a break. When we come back, head coach Matt Luke of the Ole Miss Rebels. A couple of questions about LSU were directed to him. We'll let you hear that right after this pause on Tigers Roar, Pelican Sports TV, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans. Stay with us.
Creel Tree Service is a licensed and insured tree service providing tree and stump removal, topping, trimming, cabling, pruning, and fertilizing. We have free stump removal with takedowns, free estimates, affordable rates, and senior citizens discounts. Call 774-TREE. That's 774-8733. Get your yard ready for the warmer weather. If it deals with a tree, call me, Creel Tree Service, 774-8733. That's 774-TREE.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what we were trying to do, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. Not showing up on time, not answering the phone, somebody running with your money. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. Service is everything we have. It's the foundation of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. Over 60% of our customers is customer referral. We're a local company here in Baton Rouge, built in Baton Rouge, staying in Baton Rouge. Okay. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. It's built the old-fashioned way, with a handshake. Here at Relief Windows, it's an honor to be official window, door, and siding company of LSU Athletics, from one winning team to another.
They said I could find you here. Why are you fishing? Our company's got to ship out 2 full color brochures and 20 color copies. You're killing me.
It's done. Designed, printed, packaged, and shipped.
How?
You just got to know the right people. Baker Printing, the printing people.
How come you get to fish in this private lake?
Like I said, you just got to know the right people. You can know the right people too.
The Acord Eye Clinic has moved to a new office, just minutes from the old office at 8280 YMCA Plaza Drive, Building 9. Dr. Shonda Acord and her staff welcome patients of all ages, including children and adults. They have a wide variety of frames and sunglasses, including Maui Jim. The Acord Eye Clinic features modern instruments and state-of-the-art technology, including digital retinal scanning with Optomap, hard-to-fit contact lenses, as well as professional care and service. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5. Call for an appointment, 225-767-EYES, and visit the website visionsource-br.com. The Acord Eye Clinic looks forward to seeing you.
This is an important announcement. If you're between 50 and 85 and worried about your loved ones, you can still get affordable life insurance for peace of mind.
My life insurance coverage is guaranteed, and I was not required to get a medical exam.
I had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I got my coverage with one telephone call. No exam necessary.
I'm a smoker, and I wanted to take care of my family. I called to get my life insurance and my affairs in order. I wanted to do the right thing.
Call Final Expense No Exam Insurance. Your rates are guaranteed and will never increase.
I called and learned that this insurance cannot be canceled even if you get sick or gain weight.
And there are no restrictions on how my beneficiaries use the money when I'm gone.
Approval was easy and the price was right. I wanted to do this for my children.
Call 800-654-9927, 800-654-9927.
Continuing Tigers roll, we mentioned it earlier about Billy Cannon. I know you had an interview on radio with all that.
You know what she said? She said the most important thing. She said, if he could have had the stack shoe made with all of his teammates, that was his first choice. They couldn't do that. He didn't want a helmet on. So he's going to have that old pose, like they had with the. So I'm sure it'll look great.
Yeah. So the Billy Cannon, the unveiling of the Billy Cannon
might
statue.
Be that picture right there.
Lot 101, Tiger Stadium, 6:30 on Friday evening. The statue unveiling. Dr. Billy Cannon, the only Heisman Trophy winner ever from LSU, and there's been a lot of great football players at LSU. Yeah. So number 20 that will not be worn again. We already knew that, but it'll be a nice thing for Dr. Cannon and for his family on Friday evening. So if you can check that out, do it.
When did they stop putting the numbers on the helmet and put the Tiger logo on it? I'm just kind of curious because back in the day they looked like Alabama in gold, right?
Yeah, I'd have to look that one up. I can't say I know the answer to that. Hey, the head coach of the Ole Miss Rebels is Matt Luke. He's played football there. He was an assistant, and then when
Coach O, when he was the head coach, he was his line coach, offensive line coach.
And then when Ole Miss went into deep freeze, pun intended. He took over on an interim basis. It went 6-6. They said, man, let's make this guy the head coach.
Players love him.
Here's a little clip with Matt Luke, the Ole Miss head coach, including at the tail end a couple of questions about the LSU Tigers. Here's Matt Luke.
Happy to be 3-1, looking to really build off of the positives from the last game, especially defensively. 15 tackles for loss and 7 sacks. Thought that was positive. I think we can grow off that. Offensively in the second half, thought we played really well. I thought the O-line probably played one of their better games. Just after watching the tape, they played really, really well. And but coming out, we're pretty healthy. AJ did tweak his hamstring. I don't think it's. I think the prognosis has been good moving forward. I think it's very minor, so he'll run around some today. I think he's probable. Josh Clark has a high ankle sprain. He's going to be out. Ken Webster, I'm hoping to get him back to full speed this week. And then I think Benito is going to be probable. He played some, wasn't 100%, but did play some. So I think he'll be probable moving forward. Excited about the opportunity to go play another top 5 team in the country on the road at night. Be a very challenging atmosphere, but excited about the opportunities while you play in the Southeastern Conference, and looking forward to the challenge.
All right, raise your hand if you have a question. Bring the microphone to you. Start with Ferris.
Matt, what did you see in Jordan's shoulders yesterday? Has he had any hangover from that soreness that he had Saturday?
Yeah, so what we did, we shut him down yesterday and didn't let him throw. That way he would have yesterday and today fully off, and then he'll go out there and practice tomorrow. His shoulder loosened up in the second half, and it wasn't an issue. But we did rest him yesterday, and we'll rest him today as well. So he won't do much, and then we'll go out, and he'll be full tomorrow.
You've got 3 freshmen playing significant roles, true freshmen on defense. Could you just comment on Ruggs, Jaquez, and Kedron, and what you've seen in their development?
Yeah, I think there is some growing pains there, but Kedron has done really, really well. I've been very pleased with him. Ruggs, he'll run around. He's very, very active, and then Jaquez kind of has a nose for the football, and he's more of maybe an instinctive player, but he also showed up and made some plays. You want to see them keep getting better, because every once in a while they'll flash and be really good, and then the next play it won't be what you think. So I just think continue to bring them on, but obviously the only way you can do it is through playing and getting experience, and they are getting better.
Talk about the games that Markel Winters had and Charles Wiley and how they figure in moving forward.
No, I think any time that, again, we challenged everybody to play a role, find what you can do to help the football team, and I think they really stepped up, and they did a good job of getting off the ball and attacking. They didn't wait, they weren't reading, they were getting off the ball and they were attacking, and that was good to see. So I think moving forward that will help as Benito and Josiah get healthy. It will just give them more confidence to give us quality depth. But just them having the mindset to attack and not read, not sit back on their heels, and if you're going to make a mistake, let's make a mistake attacking, and I thought they did a good job with that.
Well, it's your dad and me and probably you understand how big LSU is each week. And I don't know if the kids today realize the rivalry, but hopefully they will before we go down to Baton Rouge. Talk about what you saw, if you got a chance to see LSU already. And offensively, always they're going to play great defense, but offensively with Joe Burrow.
Yeah, so again, just watched them a lot last night and early this morning, just trying to get a feel for them. Very, very good defensively. Very good on all 3 levels of defense. They're good up front, really good linebackers, very, very long, good in the secondary. So they're a very, very good defense. I think you got to be very, very smart with the football. We have to protect the football. We need some high percentage throws so we can get on schedule and get the rhythm that we need offensively. On offense, they're big up front. I think Burrow does a great job of managing the game. He's a capable passer to hit you vertically, and they got 2 really big backs. They got Brissett, he's 220 pounds, and then the other guy, 22, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he kind of reminds me of Scotty. 5'9", 210, really active. I think he had some big runs last week. So very, very good at running back, and then, they got a good tight end that's a good blocker, and they'll get him out on nakeds and play action. So I think being disciplined with our eyes so we don't lose him, in man-to-man coverage in the run game, and they throw their play action.
This past week on defense, so much of what you did well was pass rush, but when you're going up against a bigger offensive line, what are the guys going to need to do in order to take a step forward and make that still a part of your game?
I think keep attacking and just being in the right place in the run fits and linebackers showing up where they need to be so they can't hang on the double teams forever. Just doing the little things it takes. I think that's what we need to do, is just go play good, sound football and just be consistent and play good football. And you have to do that on the road and obviously be good, defensively, stopping the run, offensively take care of the football, and then be sound on special teams.
Stand by, Mike. All right, we continue with Tigers Roar. Spread the roar. In case you miss it, Thursday morning on youtube.com/Pelican Broadcast. And right now, it's our pleasure to be joined by Mike Scarborough of TigerBait.com. Mike, good evening. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great.
4-0. What is that? Gee whiz. Recruits have to be, I say it every week, as long as they stay unbeaten, recruits have to be ecstatic. Is this it's an 8 o'clock game, Ole Miss. Is this a heavy recruiting weekend for LSU?
there'll be a lot of unofficial visitors there. But yeah, I mean, you obviously with the weather last week, they had a nice group. Still, had a couple of quarterbacks. I had a JUCO quarterback there. A lot of guys having great visits, but I think going forward, certainly with the Georgia game and the Alabama game, those are going to be the big one for visitors. But you're still going to see the majority of your official visits happen in December.
Gotcha.
Mike, for those that don't know, describe the difference between an official visit and an unofficial visit.
Well, an official visit is totally paid for. If they're from out of state, their airfare or travel is paid for. If they decide to drive in, no matter the distance, they get reimbursed per mile, meals, lodging, and they get 48 hours of the royal treatment. Unofficial visit, they have to pay for everything, and usually they come for a game weekend this time of year, and they're allowed to be provided with access to the stadium, but that's it.
Whatever happened to the Prince Murat? That's where they put me up when I had my paid official visit.
It's an apartment
complex. Bimbo Inn.
Yeah, that's all gone. That's all history. We're at 19 commitments, 6 to go. Is it still running back? Is it still offensive, defensive line? How would you equate the last 6 in a perfect world? What would those last 6, not names, but positions, look like?
Well, I think, obviously you've got the kids from the Florida parishes, and you got, Sopsher and Lee.
That's defensive line, wide receiver.
That gives you 21. If Ray Parker gets to where he needs to be academically, that's 22.
Offensive line.
Yeah, and who would that additional offensive lineman be is a big question. If there is an additional offensive lineman, Noah Kane.
Running back. Okay.
Or if you end up, even going for your guy from U-High running back.
So I guess my point is, has LSU addressed their needs with the 19? If all those commitments stand pat and sign and fax it in, do you just go get the best 6 players, or do they still have a position of need?
Running back is obviously a position of need. Talking about taking a second quarterback. So I mean that gets you 24 right there, plus the names I've already mentioned. I think they like the idea of holding a spot back so that if you've got that need area and you can get a graduate transfer in the spring, you've got that there.
Okay.
So that's
gotcha. So defensive line, running back.
25, but you can see where they've had such good success with the grad transfer. And even if you might not have a guy or a name in mind in the early signing period of the second one, maybe it might be wise to hold one back. Okay. And then you got Rodney Sopsher, Ishmael's brother, who got an offer. But certainly you wouldn't want him to sign a national letter of intent unless you know for sure he's going to qualify academically.
And the brother comes along with him. Understood.
Yeah. But, the old days you could go ahead and sign over. But now if you let them sign and you submit that paperwork, they count whether they show up on your campus or not.
Gotcha.
So nobody allows, you don't get the ceremonial signing of a national letter of intent anymore because whether they show up or not, they count.
Mm-hmm. Mike, tell us all about TigerBait.com, the war room, the chat room. Give us the rundown on why people should subscribe
today.
today.
Out a big war room Monday morning, the probables and possibles, questionable, slim, and none to fill out the 2019 class. Loads of quotes from kids who were on campus Saturday. Quarterback prospects, the works. Got an all-day chat that we do every Wednesday. A lot of basketball stuff, of course, this week with practice starting, Will Wade player interviews, practice reports. We've got it all for you at TigerBait.com, and you can get on the site for $1, and you get a month to try it out. So if you're an LSU fan, we would love to have you at TigerBait.com.
I'm just tired hearing all the things that y'all do. Give me, from the war room, give me one name that you feel really, really, really strong about as being a player that's still out there that hasn't committed that will commit to LSU and sign.
I I really like Noah Cain right now.
Okay.
In LSU.
All right. That's all I need to know.
Mike Scarborough, TigerBait.com. We'll visit with Brian of TigerBait.com on the post-game show. Thank you for your time, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back, let you hear from Greedy Williams and Joe Burrow. Don't go anywhere. That's up next. Jordy Hultberg, Tommy Krysan, spreading the roar. Stay with us.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
You've got to be kidding me. Our insurance rates went up again. Did you get another ticket?
Oh man, play cool. You again. Officer.
You don't need a new car to have new technology. Mike's Audio, conveniently located on Airline Highway near the corner of Bluebonnet.
You got me a radar detector?
It's a lot cheaper than another ticket.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing. You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day. Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
For Total Home Pest Control, who are you going to call?
Call the Bug Man, 923-BUGS.
For total pest control for your home or business, call the original Salvant.
Call the Bug Man today, 923-BUGS.
We continue with Tigers Roar. Got a couple of players for you to hear from. We're going to start with Greedy Williams, the cornerback for LSU. Saints need a cornerback, but he's still with LSU.
See what Dante Jackson's doing for Carolina? Come on, Saints. Greedy. Come on.
And Greedy talks a little bit about the contest last year with Ole Miss, because obviously this is Ole Miss week with the Billy Cannon statue and Go to Hell Ole Miss. Without any further ado, here's the Tiger quarterback, preseason All-American, Greedy Williams.
Playing them last year, they had a great team, you know, and with the big receivers they got, you know, that's kind of what we molded for here at LSU. You know, we got, you know, guys step up and play those guys very well in tight coverage. So you know, this is a big game for us as defensive backs. You know, we got to step up and play well.
You guys have rotated a lot of players in the secondary, and you've had some success and had some failures. Is it a good week, you know, when you have a tape like last week that you can look at and improve upon?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I mean, it started, I'm glad, you know, mistakes happen early. And before, I'm glad mistakes happen early before the season really got going, you know, get guys, you know, to focus in more, you know, get them to understand, you know, the role that they have to play here at LSU.
You guys brand yourself DBU. They got the NWO, the nasty whiteouts. Do you think they deserve that title?
Competition level, man. You know, we just gotta go out and compete at a high level. You know, match those guys' intensity. You know, and be better at the back end.
Greedy, when a team throws for over 300 yards, do you guys take that personally?
No doubt. You know, here at LSU, we brand ourselves as defensive back university. So you know, with us branding ourselves with that, we gotta step up and, you know, can't let that happen again.
Greedy, Ole Miss leads the SEC in their passing offense. What is it that you want to see more from the defense?
You know, just coming out and playing our best defense, you know, playing SEC football. You know, at the end of the day, you know, just try to get that 5-0 going, you know, and be happy with that W this week.
Is it hard when you're mixing coverages like you guys like to do to get some continuity and trust in the backfield?
I mean, I don't think it's, you know, just hard. I just think, you know, guys, you know, kind of get a mental relapse in the game. But, you know, as far as, you know, that, it's just probably 2-3 mistakes that'll hurt you in the back end. So, you know, you just got to have those guys ready to rock and roll.
How important is it for you guys to be physical with these big wideouts up front, the bump coverage, kind of get in their head a little bit, maybe, you know, take them out of their game and what they do well early?
Yeah, like I said, I played those guys last year, so, you know, I have, you know, my guys kind of got an advantage. You know, with me playing last year, I tell them, you know, things to expect, you know, as far as physicality-wise, and, you know, just those guys, you know, fast, you know, things like that. So I just had to tell them, you know, the receivers I matched up against, you know, and how they played me.
You guys did a pretty good job on them last year, though, right?
Yeah, no doubt. We had, you know, like 3 picks. So, you know, that was a great start, and, you know, from down out, you know, we've just kind of locked them down.
When that happens, though, they usually come back the next year and have a little something for you the next year.
I mean, we'll have to see, but watching those guys, you know, on TV, you know, they was making big plays through the air, so, you know, that's them things we have to stop.
Was Ole Miss the game where you had a pick and got knocked out at like the 1-yard line?
No, that was Syracuse. Yeah.
You got Coach O, Coach Aranda, Coach Raymond. Similar personalities, different personalities? How does that work?
All different. You know, Coach O, one of those coaches, you know, high energy. Coach Aranda, you know, he one of those guys that pull you to the side, you know, and talk to you and tell you what you did wrong. And Coach Raymond, you know, he all in, you know, he going in on you, you know, being one of those coaches, you know, just all up over you.
Greedy, last year when you played him, Tamu, their quarterback, came in off the bench, and maybe you guys didn't really know what to expect from him. What kind of challenges he present for you?
You know, with his feet, you know, he's a great quarterback. You know, he can stretch plays with his feet. You know, he just had to have that D-line, you know, contain him and have, you know, tight coverage on his receivers, you know, make him have to, you know, take the sack.
At practice, D. Anderson, what kind of problems does he present?
D. Anderson, he one of those receivers, you know, physical. He'll put his hands on you, know, he'll do whatever basically that you need him to do. He quick off the line, you know, have great down the field speed and great hands, as you've seen from last week.
Talk about that, just to have the receivers kind of come out of their shell, I guess, and they start making some plays in this offense. You've seen them, obviously, in the past. Is there any difference in what they're doing now?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. They playing with a lot of confidence right now. You know, they up there right now. You know, I feel like they competing at a high level, you know, just with us, you know, and practice. It starts from practice. So those guys, you know, giving us a great look, and we giving them great looks. So, you know, it shows on the field.
Have you met with Dave yet after this week's film?
No, sir, I haven't met with him yet.
Expect him to be a little salty?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
You expect this matchup when you got a really good wide receiver group, a really good secondary to be kind of chirpy, you know, a lot of words said on the field?
Oh yeah, no doubt. You know, it's It's a game where, defensive back versus a wide receiver. So, we gonna have our words. They gonna have their words. But at the end of the day, it's about the scoreboard and who wins.
How many picks are you aiming to get this week?
Like I tell everybody, whatever God gives me, I just, pray to God, before the game, and if it happens, it happens. It's all through Him.
Does Coach Bush fuss at you guys too? Are you involved in that or no?
Yeah, he get on me. With him being safety coach, he feel like he can coach everybody. So, he'll tell me what I did wrong. Bill Bush, one of those guys like Coach O, high energy, always, got to be heard. So, yeah, he get on me.
Jody, there were those fans and some media members thought LSU took their foot off the gas a little bit in the middle part of that Tech game.
Human nature. It happens, but there's no more taking their foot off the gas, at least for the next 5 weeks, I can promise you that.
Well, here's Joe Burrow, the Tiger quarterback, talking about a few things, plus the old taking the foot off the gas. Here's the comments from Tiger quarterback Joe Burrow.
Can point to, or did you feel like it was like that?
I feel like we kind of, just like the last couple of weeks, took our foot off the gas.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I think we got a little complacent there in the second and third quarters. Started strong, finished strong, but we need to fix that there in the middle.
How much of it was it post-Auburn, or did that have anything to do with it?
No, I really don't think it had anything to do with it, because we started off really strong, and then we got up 24-0, and I think we just kind of thought they were going to roll over us. And you can't have that mentality going into a game against a really good football team.
Was this a big test of your leadership as quarterback when things were starting to struggle to pull the team back together and finish this game off?
I think it was a big test for all of us. Nick was really vocal on the sideline. Anderson had a really big game for us. Nobody could cover him tonight, so I was trying to feed him in the second half. And it was a test for us as far as coming back from adversity.
I know you won, but overall, you're a little disappointed that you guys had to struggle this way to win this game.
I wouldn't say I'm disappointed. We'll go back and watch the tape and see what happened, but I think when we figured out that they were a really good football team in the second and third quarters, we kind of manned up and started to play better again. But it seems like we always start strong and finish strong, and we need to figure out how to keep our foot on the gas from the middle here.
D's athletic ability overall, just the things he can do. It looks like he's always been talented enough. It's just a matter of producing, right?
Yeah, I knew D was going to have to do something today. I didn't know he was going to play that well, but he had a great week of practice, and so I knew coming in that he was going to be excited to play this game.
How much has that connection grown between you two from the start of camp?
Yeah, it's growing with everybody. Coming in 3 months ago, it's hard to build chemistry that fast, and I think we're starting to build it, and starting to get a lot better chemistry with a lot of the different guys, and we're going to continue to build on this thing.
Joe, the offensive line that was here in August, for a myriad of reasons, is not here right now. Talk about making that adjustment and kind of getting in sync with those guys.
Yeah, like a coach always said, next man up. It's always hard when you kind of, especially on the O-line, when you're interchanging guys, injury, all that kind of stuff. But I think the guys we have in there are talented enough to do it, and I think I got hit like 1 or 2 times tonight, so they played really well tonight. And like I said before, we're going to continue to build on it.
You close it to 3 points. What's going through your head on that next drive as you guys really have to put some points on the board to put this one away?
Yeah, when it's 24-21 against Louisiana Tech, you got to go down and score. And we put together a pretty good drive. He had a couple big catches. O-line was munching them up front. When you have a drive like that, it builds confidence going into the next game and throughout the season.
All about LSU Ole Miss. Don't forget the post-game show. We'll be there. It'll be late, but we'll be there. Facebook Live, radio,
It'll be
TV,
really.
the Pelican Sports post-game show with Buddy Sanji and I. Reports from the stadium with Brian Lazar of TigerBait.com. Ronnie Rance of the Jumbo Sports Network. We'll be late, probably 11:45, could even be midnight. We'll be there. I want you to join us with your calls and your text messages on the post-game show right after Ole Miss and LSU. They kick in 8:15 or so. Again, 11:45, could even be midnight before we hit the air. Live on Facebook, TV, radio, 90-minute program. TV repeats Sunday morning, 9 a.m. and 10:30. And, of course, we told you about it earlier. We're going to tell you about it again. Scoreboards, Sports Grill and Catering. Going to have their opening this Thursday, the 27th at 5 p.m. You might be seeing this on Friday, Saturday. Go on by. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Details there. Boiled snow crabs on Friday night. Food, fun, family, music, sports, sound stage, video wall, TVs all over the place. Some great sports memorabilia in there as well. It's a very unique place.
Ice cold adult beverages too, I'm told.
Got all of that good stuff, and they'll be happy to see you. Grand opening will be next week, Thursday, October 4, Friday, October 5, Saturday, October 6, including that LSU-Florida matchup. But getting some things going this weekend, so check it out. Go get something to eat, get something to drink, check the place out. That's what it's going to be happening starting at 5 p.m. this Thursday and rolling forward. So Scoreboards.
Coursey
We're
Boulevard.
tailgating every day.
Scoreboard's right next to Anton's. Can't miss it. Looks really good. You're going to see all kinds of neat designs, all kind of memorabilia hanging around. It's a fun atmosphere. So enjoy it.
I usually do this on Friday, but you think LSU gets the W Saturday? They're touchdown favorite, depending on where you shop.
I think LSU's defense comes to play.
Rumor is Ole Miss wearing the powder blue.
Like this? I like that.
Yeah, that's why you see,
like that.
you went with that. Yeah, so Ole Miss, like everybody other than LSU's got a variety of uniforms, and I guess LSU has a few alternate plans.
It's a big weekend. The Cannon statue unveiled, honoring the 58 national championship team. There's about 27 members still around, and they'll be there. So it means a lot, and that late start, a lot of LSU fans kind of like that. They'll give them an extra time to get right for the game, and then watch the post-game show as the calendar starts in September and the post-game starts in October.
There you go. Appreciate you watching. Spread the roar. You've been watching Tigers Roar on Pelican Sports TV.
It's time to find out the truth about health insurance.
True or false? I can't get health insurance because I missed the open enrollment period. False.
If you had a life change such as moving, getting married, having a child, or a job loss, you are eligible to buy a new policy.
I don't have a life-changing event, so I can't get health insurance. False.
You can purchase affordable short-term policies even if it's not open enrollment.
I have to spend hours shopping around for an insurance policy that's right for me. False.
Call Healthcare will connect you with licensed agents that do the work for you, comparing hundreds of options, making sure you get a policy that fits all your needs at the best price.
Call now and we'll connect you to a licensed agent that will answer all your questions. The call and the service are free, so what are you waiting for?
Call Healthcare, getting the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call now. Representatives are standing by to assist you.